writing a book about 2.5 years ago called Briefcase Essentials. And it's a book that gives you some essentials for what you need to do to either be in business, and all of you in this room are in business. There's no doubt about it in my mind. I've seen how you operate, I've seen what you do. You're all in business, whether it's a little business or a little bigger business, depending on how big your department is. Doesn't matter, you're all in business. You're all managing somebody or some people. If you can make a difference with one person in your life, it's really important. And what interests me about nursing is that you make a difference every day with more than one person. Your mind works in that way. You do A to B to C, you accomplish a task, and you never think about what you did to get there. But the result is that you are leaders. And the nursing profession is a profession where every individual can be a leader. If you make a commitment, which obviously nursing is a commitment, if you make a commitment to people, those people have to come first. They come above money and fame and popularity. People come first. Women have a little different way to kind of get messages across. They can do it in a hard way, they can do it in a soft way, and it's all very effective. So I'm going to talk about a couple of the things that I know you do that you may not know you do. What I also found when I wrote this book was that most of the things that women do, they do innately. They don't even think about it. The things you do every day, you're not even thinking about the things you do naturally. You react to something, a problem, something happens, and you just say, okay, I got to do this. And it is scientifically established that women are better empathizers than men. There's a lot of theories for why that is, but most people think that the reason that they're better is because they have more estrogen and less testosterone, and that somehow or other during the process of birth, this combination works in a way that really works for them. They also have 2 X chromosomes. Men only have 1. They think that the connectors on the X connects more estrogen, and therefore it retains more, and that's really what gives women this innate ability to think about somebody else. My advice to you is cry if you want to, cry anytime you want to, try to do it in private. Because if you do it in public and it's a mixed crowd, there'll be very odd signals you're going to give, and you don't want somebody to think you're less than who you are because of a preconceived stereotype that's wrong. Because I don't want you to think somebody thinks you're weak because you did something that you did because you're strong. Because crying is a strength, not a weakness. So what I hope you'll do after this is you'll try to laugh a lot more and cry a lot less. And that's where I get to the last story that I'm going to tell you today. It's about laughing, not crying. Because I don't want to leave you here, I want to leave you here. The locker room. When I was at the Eagles, because I was the only woman, obviously the place I never went was the locker room. And this all-pro cornerback says to his buddies, all right guys, on the count of 3, drop your towels. 1, 2, 3, and down the towels went. I'm not sure, but what I think I accomplished in that day was I stood my ground. And when you stand your ground in front of a bunch of fabulous-looking, naked athletes, now that's something. And he said, in a famous statement, there's one man in 1,000 that's a leader of men. The other 999 follow women. So that just think about that a while. And that's my motto for the day.
Hi, I just want to let you know that I thought sitting listening to Susan was the most motivational, inspirational event today. And listening to her brought laughter and made it easy to know that you could be a leader in the world of business.
Susan is a wonderful speaker, and she should be an inspiration for all women. I can't wait to read her book.